Tell me what 9 over 12 plus 4 over 12 is. Good. And 8 over 12 minus 3 over 12, Bailey, keep going is? Now, the brackets I don't actually need, okay? I'm going to leave them in there, but you don't actually need them because, you don't actually need them because I've actually simplified them at this point, so I can take them out if I want to. All right, Molly, 13 over 12 times 5 over 12 is what? 65 over 144. Okay.
Wait.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Good. All right, dividing. Dividing, and then he's going to put homework on and then we're going to more work. All right, here we go. 2 1/3 divided by 3/4. Aiden, that's back. What's the very first step you're going to do here, please?
Turn negative.
Opposite. Turn the mix into an improper, yes. What does 2 1/3 turn into? Go ahead. 8. Right. 8. 7 over 3. Good. 7 over 3. Great. All right, Derek, what's the next step, please, when you divide a fraction? What do you do? Yeah, well, you can do all sorts of things like that. No, I should raise my hand. That will work. I'm going to do a different method because it's easier to do. Good. Okay, so what you're going to do, this is called invert and multiply. You're going to invert the second term. You did learn this in grade 7, yes. Or earlier probably. The reason I'm going through this is because a lot of people forget this stuff. And when I'm going at 100 miles an hour and we're dividing fractions for a word problem or something, you know, like later on, or like completing the square, or like factoring and doing all that stuff, and you guys are saying, well, how do you add fractions? So it's worth going through the time right now to make sure everyone remembers this stuff. Okay, so what that means is 7 over 3. So what's that? That's not funny. My applied class thought that was the funniest. Okay, Jenna, sorry about that. 7 over 3 times 4 over 3. What does that turn into, please?
21. Yeah, I'm confused. I thought we were doing like, oh wait.
Okay. Good. Over. 28 over. Okay, now let's hold on here. So I heard someone saying I'm confused. What's going on? Okay, what I did there was when you're dividing a fraction, all you're doing is you're taking the second term, right guys, please, and you're just flipping it. That's all you're doing. Okay, so dividing is like the opposite of multiplying. If you've noticed the way dividing works, right? If I go like 5 times 2 is 10, the opposite, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Like they're just opposite operations. So that's all we're doing when we're dividing, we're flipping. That's all we're doing. Yeah. Ready for another one? Here we go. Ready for a real challenge here? Yeah, let's do a real challenge.
If say it was like.
Hey guys, I can't hear. Please,
Say if it was like 5 over 4, and then you invert it.
Yeah.
Or no, 6 over 4, and then you invert it. You can find the common denominator.
No, because it's only when you're adding, right? Just from the multiply. There we go. Now, just so you know, hold on a second, before everyone's confused here. This is a big fraction, so this is divided. And this also here is divided. Okay, yes?
Why do you need to put the brackets if it's already?
Well, I put them in there because because if not, people will say, I don't know what's going on, okay? So the hint is, I want to tell you guys to do the numerator first, and then the denominator next, and then divide the results at the end of it, okay? So take a second. This one looks big, okay? If you don't know how to start, do the numerator, which you can do, you've already showed me that you can add. Then we're going to divide the denominator. Then we're going to do the denominator, then we'll divide them at the last step. If you're worried about the last step, that's fine. I'm going to give you a minute to try this, and then I'm.
Is it like the common denominator?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the top one is over 12.
Yeah.
8 over 12 and 3 over 12.
Good. Cassidy. All right, Cassidy, how do you divide fractions? What do we do in the denominator?
3 over 2.
Yeah. I go to the next page because I'm writing big today. Sorry, Alyssa. Everything is sorted out, Alyssa. What do you do next for the numerator? Okay, I can't hear her. Sorry. Go ahead.
You add the top
Okay, good. So that turns into?
11 over 4.
Yeah. Good. Maya, what's the denominator going to turn into? 15 over 2. Okay, now this is where some people would freeze at this moment. Spencer, it's not going to be you, but I'm going to give you the hint here if you are the one who's frozen here, okay? Dividing a fraction by a fraction is a mess. I'm going to write it like this. Now you may have another secret way you've learned it at your school before, but the way I'm going to show it in class, I'm going to do that. Spencer, can you tell me what exactly I did there?
You just wrote it across, like no one's not here.
Yeah, like you're like dividing it, because that's what we're doing, right? So Spencer, you're not off the hook yet. How do you do 11 over 12 divided by 15 over 2? What does that turn into?
I just cross multiply it and does the same thing, so it's 20 over 15.
Yeah, and that'll work. I'm going to just write it like this, just because I want to. Okay, right, but it'll work the same way. Okay. All right, Noah, multiplying. 2 times 11 is?
22.
And 12 times 15 is? Unfortunately, Lindsay, I'm not 100% happy with that answer. What can I do? 11 over 9 divided by both by 2. Now again, there's lots and lots of ways to get this answer from top to the bottom, right? I just do it, this is the way I'm just going to demonstrate the way I'm going to do it in class. So the way I will always do it, if you go like cross multiplying for fractions, I don't do it that way because it's very easy to make a mistake. Okay, if you've done it in the past and you're confident in it, that's fine. Okay, but I'm not going to demonstrate it like that. I'm going to show it like this and then divide and the whole way out. Okay, that's just how I roll. What's the kid say? You gonna say that? This is how I roll. Bad joke. All right. Good? All right, I'm going to write your, now, if you say to me, Mr. Sally, I didn't realize there was homework, your first part of your homework is being written down right now. Okay, so here's the first part of the homework. If I don't finish the rest of the lesson, that's okay. Okay, just so we're all clear, so just, everyone's clear? The first part of the homework's been written on the board here. Even at the back, you got this? Good, okay. So next I'm talking about algebra. Whoever said, we're going to kick out of the class. Good thing I didn't see who that was. Okay. If you don't like algebra, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, other than that's what math is in high school. Okay. So, yeah, and university. Okay, so we're going to say expressions can be simplified if they contain like terms. Yes. This is the way all my lessons are going to go. I'm going to do a short little note at the beginning of, and then I'll do like 10 examples. That's how it goes always, okay? So I'm going to say expressions can be simplified. Yep. They contain like terms. Like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. Okay, so my example of things that are like terms, things like x, 5x, negative 18x, those are all like terms. Unlike terms are going to be things like x squared, x, y, and negative 2x to the 18. The reason the first ones are all like terms because they all use the plain x, right? So they're all like terms that they can be brought together. The reason they're unlike terms is an x squared and an x, they're not the same thing. Okay, they still have the same variable, because it's squared, it can't be simplified. Y and x are different variables, so they can't be combined, and x to the 18 only combined with other x to the 18s. Does this ring bells from last year, like terms? I hope. Hope you guys did lots of this stuff last year. I hope. Okay, so we're going to say algebraic expressions with one or more terms are called polynomials. Okay, we're going to talk about monomials, binomials, and trinomials. Monomials is something like 3x. Binomial is something like 3x plus 4. Trinomial is something like 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. A monomial will have one thing that can't be simplified. I'll start getting all this down there. A binomial will have two things that can't be simplified, and a trinomial will have three terms with things that can't be simplified. I always get asked every year what's four things in a quadrinomial. I don't know, and I'm a math teacher. I just call it a polynomial with four terms. This should hopefully all be coming back on from last year, and we're going to do some math here with it right now. More stuff. I don't think we're time to actually solve equations today. That'll be tomorrow, I guess. We'll see how it goes there. Okay, it's starting to come back. I'm going to hit pause and get a breather. Actually, I'll write distributive law on the next board, and then I'll give you guys a chance to pause. Okay, does anyone recall what distributive law means from last year? It's okay? Nobody does? That's fine? It's okay. It's been a long time. Although some of you took math last semester. That's all right, though. Distributive law says okay, can I get a brave soul to be brave right now? I'm going to pick on Bailey. Brave Bailey. See, brave. Got it. What is A bracket B plus C equal to? How do you simplify that? When I say simplify, I mean get rid of the brackets. If I get rid of the brackets, what's going to happen? I'm going to pick anything. A, B plus AC. So what did you actually do there, really? Right, so what we do is we're going to multiply each term inside the bracket. And apply what is outside. Okay, this is another fundamentally important thing for this course. Trying to hit pause, give you a chance to scribble, then we'll do examples for the rest of the class. Okay. Sorry if you're still scribbling, I just got to hit pause in the video.